Dive into this video for a treasure trove of tips and tricks to make your first home purchase a smooth sailing journey. Uncover secrets to saving money, understanding mortgages, and avoiding common pitfalls. We're talking about the money side of your new dream home. So let's get to it. I'm Karrie Hill, lawyer turned realtor. And if you need a great realtor anywhere in the United States, I provide realtor referrals for free. And I take the time and effort to pre-qualify your realtor to up the odds that I'll be finding you a realtor who is perfect for you. Email me or comment below with the word realtor, and I'll personally contact you for the next steps in finding your realtor. Let's start this big topic with the main upfront costs to consider when saving for a home. 1. Down payments. Most people assume that you need at least 20% of a home's cost as a down payment for your loan. Nope. Some mortgages, especially those designed for first-time home hunters that also have sparkling credit, may require as little as 3% down. Big difference. Still, I'd advise you to put as much down as possible because of all the advantages. First, these are the advantages. Typically, with a 20% down payment, you'll avoid paying private mortgage insurance, also called PMI, which can save you money each month. Second, a larger down payment reduces the initial loan amount, resulting in a lower principal balance. This means you'll owe less money overall, potentially leading to lower monthly mortgage payments and less interest paid over the life of the loan. This is a big deal now that interest rates are so much higher than they used to be. Third, lenders often reward higher down payments with lower interest rates. That's because they're taking less risk. With a lower interest rate, you can save significantly on the total interest paid over the life of your mortgage, making home ownership more affordable in the long run. And third, a substantial down payment demonstrates your financial stability and commitment to the home purchase. That can enhance your chances of loan approval, especially if you have other strong financial credentials. With a higher down payment, you can start building equity in your home more quickly. Equity can be tapped into your future financial needs or home improvements. And my favorite advantage, a high down payment can make your offer more competitive in a competitive housing market. Sellers may be more inclined to accept your offer over other offers with smaller down payments, because it's more likely you'll get the mortgage since you are less risky for your lender. The more equity you have, the less likely you'll default on your mortgage, and the seller wants to sell to people who are most likely to get their mortgage. Okay, we've done down payments. Now let's move on to 2, closing costs. When you get to that day of signing your new loan, you'll see the closing costs. Actually, you'll see them before then. So you totally want to take in this information, or that would be shocking on that day. Anyway, these fees and expenses can range from 2 to 6% of your loan amount. But here's a clever strategy. In a buyer's market, you can often ask the seller to share the burden of these costs. It has to be a buyer's market, though. It's never going to happen in a seller's market. 3, moving costs. The thrill of finally discovering your dream home. But wait, there's more adventure ahead. As you prepare to move into your newfound haven, set aside some money for the grand voyage itself. Local moves may cost $2,500 or even $5,000 depending on where you live and how much stuff you have. Anyway, beware long distance moves because those adventures can be way costlier, and the move is not all. You really should save some extra money for immediate home repairs, maybe upgrades you want, and finishing touches that will make your new home your true paradise. Okay, now let's look at some of the specific loan information. 4, mortgage options. A variety of mortgages are available with varying down payments and eligibility requirements. Here are the main categories. Conventional mortgages are the most common type of home loan and are not guaranteed by the government. Some conventional loans targeted at first-time homebuyers require as little as 3% down. FHA loans are insured by the Federal Housing Administration and allow down payments as low as 3.5%. USDA loans are guaranteed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They are for suburban and rural homebuyers and usually require no down payment. VA loans are guaranteed by the Department of Veteran Affairs. They are for current military service members and veterans and usually also require no down payment. Okay, let's get into the tips on lowering rates. Here are a few ways to get a lower rate. Adjustable rate mortgage, or ARM, as they're more commonly called. ARMs often start with a lower fixed interest introductory rate, enabling you to buy a more expensive home for the same monthly payment. But beware, these loans reset to current mortgage rates at some point, likely 4 or 5 years. And if mortgage rates are higher when the time comes, your payment will go up in cost, maybe a lot. So these ARMs are a bit risky in that no one knows if mortgage rates will be higher or lower in the future, even if they tell you they know. Another way to get a lower interest rate, a shorter term. You also have the option when it comes to the mortgage term. Most home buyers opt for a 30-year fixed mortgage, which is paid off in 30 years and has an interest rate that stays the same. A 15-year fixed rate typically has a lower interest rate than a 30-year mortgage, but the monthly payments are going to be higher because the term is much shorter. Okay, another way, discount points. Lenders may offer the opportunity to buy discount points, which are fees the borrower pays upfront to lower the interest rate. Buying points can make sense if you have the money and plan to stay in the house for a long time. You should use a discount points calculator to decide if this actually works well for you. And note, in a buyer's market, some motivated sellers may even offer to pay some or all of the buyer points to close the deal. Again, has to be a buyer's market. Last, many states and some cities and counties offer first-time homebuyer programs, which often combine low interest rate loans with down payment assistance and closing cost assistance. If you meet low to moderate income benchmarks, you could qualify for a grant or a forgivable loan that doesn't need to be paid back. Tax credits, also known as mortgage credit certificates, are also available through some first-time homebuyer programs. So check for what your location may offer. All right, now we're going to go through some buyer tips. 6, check and polish your credit. Your credit score is your golden ticket to the best interest rates. Here's how to sprinkle some stardust on your credit score. Get free copies of your credit reports from the 3 mighty credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Be a detective and dispute any sneaky errors that might be lurking that would tarnish your score. Pay your bills on time. Be the credit superhero who pays all the bills on time. And keep credit card balances low. Keep your credit cards. That's right. Don't get rid of your old trusty credit cards. Closing cards might shrink your credit universe and dim your score's sparkle. I know it's crazy, but that's the way it works. 7, credit maintenance. Be careful not to mess with your credit. Don't open a new credit card or take out a loan like to say buy a car. If a lender finds out that you've taken out another credit card or another loan, or that you've started to make late payments, all of these can risk getting the final approval for your loan. Lenders want to see that your behavior patterns are consistent and reliable for future payments. 8, paperwork. Gather your loan paperwork. Before you're approved for a mortgage, your lender will ask you for your financial records to verify your income, assets, debt, including proof of your income and employment, such as tax returns, W-2s, 1099s, statements from your bank, retirement, brokerage accounts, and records of debt payments such as student loans, auto loans, or any real estate debt, and documentation of events that impact your finances, such as divorce, bankruptcy, or foreclosure. Pull these documents ahead of time to stay organized throughout the process. And if the process is long, you're gonna have to do it again. I'd say by long, over 3 months generally. 9. Compare lenders. Plan to shop around for mortgage lenders and compare quotes for rates and fees. This can save you thousands of dollars in interest over the lifetime of the loan. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau recommends requesting loan estimates for the same type of mortgage from multiple lenders to compare the costs. I'd say at least 3, including interest rates and possible origination fees. I know all this information can sound overwhelming, but if you have a good realtor, they will be able to lower your stress by advising you as to which lenders you should consider reaching out to in the first place, saving you some valuable time and likely leading you to a better result. If you want to know more about the home buying process, check out my other videos, which should be showing right now. Have a great day.